My dear brothers and sisters, today we are celebrating the feast of the Chair of St. Peter. It's a very important feast for us Catholics. To understand this feast, we have to look at the life of St. Peter. He was one of the first persons to be chosen as a disciple. Then the Lord had called him to be an apostle. And he saw that St. Peter was a very committed man, rough, strong, instinctive, very emotional, reactive. But as days went by, he began to experience changes. The Lord had noticed that Peter had been going through tremendous changes. He must have spent a lot of time deliberating, discussing in his own mind whether he is doing the right thing. And finally, after having denied Jesus, a time came when he totally and completely changed himself into a disciple of Jesus, a committed and ready to do anything for Christ. And there is a time the Lord picked up Peter. And as we heard in today's Gospel, a very important reminder to us, St. Matthew's Gospel, chapter 16, verse 18, the Lord said, "You are Peter, and on this I will build my church." Somebody who had been weak, who had an encounter and experience with Christ, a transformed person, now the Lord had elevated him and gave him a great responsibility. "You are Peter, and on this I will build my church." And again we find in St. Matthew's Gospel, chapter 18, verse 18, another important reminder to us. "Whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven, and whatever you bind on earth shall be considered bound in heaven." Again, it was Peter and the apostles who received this important responsibility from Jesus. And when Peter was chosen to be the head of the apostles and to be the head of the church, the Lord had given to him two important responsibilities. The first important responsibility is to strengthen the faith of the people of God, to give the right teaching, and in and through the right teaching, the people would experience the true faith. And the second important responsibility the Lord had given to Peter was to guide as to how a Christian must live one's life. And that guidance is addressing our moral life. And these two responsibilities, faith and morals, is very much associated with the chair of Peter. Today, when we celebrate this feast, let us look up to our Holy Father, and we may have the grace and the courage to accept whatever he teaches us and whatever guidance he gives to us. Amen.